Today's notes are about direct variation. It says the graph of a direct variation always passes through the origin and represents a proportional relationship. You can find the equation of a direct variation from a graph and use it to make a prediction. So, whenever you look at this first graph, you should see that it is linear and it goes through the origin. So, it's labeled as direct variation. That is just like proportional. So the equation that represents proportional relationships or direct variation is y equals kx. Remember to find the constant. You can do y divided by x. The second graph shows a line that is still linear, but it's not going through the origin, so that's what we worked with yesterday. We wrote the equation y equals mx plus b, and we said that this is non-proportional. Because you see that it doesn't go through the origin. Now, for the m, that is slope, and the b was the new part of yesterday, so label that this is the y-intercept, and go ahead and put a point where this one is crossing the y-axis and point to that b. So whatever number it is crossing the y-axis is the y-intercept that goes at the back of that equation. So now you just have to think of proportional relationships will be the same as direct variation. Number 1, the table shows the widths and lengths of the United States flags. Determine whether the data set shows direct variation. If so, write an equation that describes the relationship. So I'm trying to figure out if the table has direct variation or if it is proportional. So, going back to what we did last week, whenever we were trying to figure out if a table is proportional, we said that you are checking to see if the table has a constant. So I'm going to label x and y on my table. To find the constant, I need to do y divided by x over and over and over for every single column to see if the answers are all the same. So I'm going to take the bottom number divided by the top number, and then the next bottom number divided by the top number. So far I have a constant, but I have to check them all. Yes. Still got 1.9. Okay, I got the constant, the 1.9. Now, since there is a constant, I know that this table does show direct variation and it is proportional. So I write the equation y equals kx. Remember that you keep the y and the x, and now I just have to fill in the number that I got from my constant.